Greetings. Welcome to my first Tributaries Unlimited weekly vodcast, coming to you from beautiful Tournon-sur-Rhône, the friendliest town in all of France. A few years ago, I regularly attended several weekly groups and gatherings that offered open forums and open mics to poets and writers, musicians, or anyone with something to share artistically. At one such group, I introduced the Happy Report, and it went over quite well. For those 4 minutes or so, I wanted to offer an escape from all the doom and gloom that the media and other public sources presents to us on a daily basis. We're just bombarded with it. I'm going to share happy reports and thoughts with you each Sunday evening by way of these vodcasts, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy bringing them to you. When I become more adept at this, as being my first one, and I am still kind of learning how to do this, but once I'm more adept, I'm plan to ask you to contribute thoughts and ideas or poems or just anything that you might want to share, and I can present them as well. Okay, for my 3 little happy reports for today, Sunday, the 27th of August 2017, I awakened early and was able to feed the wild birds that come to the house on a daily basis. I put food for the big birds out in a terracotta dish in the front there, and the food for the little guys I put on the porch in a pile by the side of the porch, and in that way everybody has a place to eat. Number 2, I walked along the river en route to the monastery this afternoon. I like to play music there in the tranquility of the woods. And number 3, on the way I saw the Swan family. The Cobb and Pan and their 3 little senates are getting along just fine, and the senates are growing like weeds, and it's always a pleasure to just see them there under the watchful eye of their mom and dad. At this point, I would like to offer to you a reading of a poem that I composed in 2011 and was honored to be able to present at an annual poetry gathering. And it's entitled "We've Got to Stop the Hate" by Trellis to Pray. Copyright 2011. We've got to stop the hate, people. We must clear the clouds of distrust, lest they consume all of us, casting us into darkness and fear. We must turn the tides of resentment, the waterfalls of greed, the oceans of jealousy that's drowning every seed. We've got to stop the hate, people. Learn to love instead. And if we can't find love to give, at least civil words to be said. If you can't forgive it, then at least just let it be, and maybe somewhere down the road you'll set those issues free. We've got to stop the hate, people, the anger, frustration, and rage. Listen to the children and nature and the sage. We've got to stop the hate, people. There's but one human race, one truth that stares us starkly back when we glimpse the mirrored inner face. We've got to stop the hate, people, evolve, proceed, and grow beyond the snares of bigotry that smothers the peace we could know. We've got to stop the hate, people, chip a crack in its prison wall, permitting the light of acceptance to shine upon us all. We've got to stop the hate, people, do away with things like war, the suffering of injustice, to all brethren, near and far. We've got to stop the hate, people. We've got to change the course, redirect our destinies, reapply the force, reiterate the words of hope, rejuvenate the pride, remember those who've gone before, whose thoughts did coincide. Remember where we want to be and where we're coming from. Blow the trumpet loudly, proudly beat the drum. Allow for calm and temperance to take you by the hand, pat you on the shoulder, help you understand. Above all this, I beg of you, to your purest self be true, dare to tip the hand of fate, and at all costs, stop the hate. Well, in closing, I wish to say that it's always easy to find things that are inspirational and uplifting. So turn away from the media and don't read magazines or listen to the news and those kind of things, if only for just 5 minutes or so of every day. Take a little time to look for something that's uplifting, and you can create your own happy reports. Till we meet again, namaste.